What y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? What's going on? What's going on? I couldn't miss the opportunity to chop it up with you guys. Number one, giant, top ranked, South Carolina, defending champion, you know. But where do we want to start this at first? So, for starters, because it was a great win, I can't lie. Just wonderful, right? It's a lot we about to dive into. A good chunk. See how much we can do, how much we could talk about before, I got to get up out of here. So, all right. So, the first thing I want to talk about is, well, the first thing I want to say is South Carolina fans, you guys, look, you got an amazing team. You got an amazing coach. 43 wins. That's epic work right there. That's big. That's big time business. That's something where you have to, you know, respect. You got to tip your cap and salute how incredible that you guys have been and are and should continue to be. Um, I feel like, in my opinion, if you ask what this game might have been won, it's just the fact that UCLA was dominate this game all game long. And that's, to me, that says something that's impressive. But the 3-point shooting was something. I rebounded determination, especially Lauren Betts was just absolutely incredible, and especially Lauren Betts was just absolutely incredible. We fought hard today. We was determined. We played really good getting after it defense. Our shooting again was absolutely lights out. I think for me the most impressive thing is the fact that we win this game, and Kiki Rice, she's rusty. She does enough to contribute on the day, but I think it's just collectively as a team, everybody contributed. And you can't say that one or two players were the reason. We had a lot of contributions from everybody. Everybody played hard. I talked about this in the YouTube short that I did a little prior to the game, or maybe came out right when the game was beginning. I said, we need to play defense. We need to make shots. Lauren Betts would likely have to have a big game, and she did, but it wasn't scoring. If I remember correctly, I don't have a box score in front of me, but Lauren only had like 13 points, right? She only had like 13 points, but she had 14 rebounds. I do know she had 14 boards, and that was key. She was a beast down there, especially when she stopped bringing the ball down. And it was just nothing they can do with her. This South Carolina miss Camila Cardoso. Well, apparently they do, but we don't live in a game of excuses, and surely Don Staley won't use any excuses. South Carolina was thoroughly outplayed today. That is not something that we say a lot. That is not something that we mention often. I just kept waiting for South Carolina to make their big um, maximum push, and it never came. I thought it would come right after halftime. Everybody was dialing it in from long distance. Was I impressed? Well, I'll tell you guys this. I was happy to see that UCLA finally they finally won the big one. South Carolina has had our number. We came close against LSU last season. This feels good, but I will say that as great as this feels, I've learned that you know if your team is really who they say they are, you want to win. Championships. Like, this is great. This is fantastic. It feels amazing. You stop a team's 43 game win streak. That's big business. Big boost for the program. But you want to be there at the end. You want to be able to win the championship. Now, here's the thing. I mean, you just knocked off South Carolina. So if at some point you should see them again in the future, then you kind of worry, like, okay, they're going to be out for revenge. That revenge factor is real. It's something to be said. Like, to beat a great team twice, This is a great team, great program. Again, again, salute to the South Carolina fans. I don't, I don't feel like, it. I don't feel like it's for me to. I know I was seeing something, but I don't feel like it's up to me to be the one to be like, aha, look, because South Carolina got championships, like literally, South Carolina got championships. Um, and I know that my Bruins, from the men's side of things, they definitely got championships. But um, when it comes down to um, the women's side, I don't think we got no championships. I know my Hawkeyes don't have no championships, so I can't sit here and really like uh, say boast and brag because we won. Um, I can't do that. I just have to say that it's this is awesome because I say like, oh, you boasting and bragging about how many championships you got, RC. Okay, we don't have no championships, but you do have to take the time to embrace the fact that this was a hell of an accomplishment. As far as I remember, nobody this season except for Michigan even probably had a puncher's chance at really beating South Carolina. And at some point we probably say, okay, they're going to lose. And me personally, my Bruins, they've been playing some really good ball, but I was like, I don't know if we could win the big one. Because they upset me last year. Um, the way they lost to USC. The performances by Lauren and Kiki last season kind of upset me because I was like, you let USC, beat you, and when will you ever win the big one? You lost to LSU in the Elite Eight. The year prior, you lost to South Carolina in the what was that, Sweet 16. So it's like, when will we ever, come together and win, a big game? And today, make no mistake about it, we were ready to go. I think for me, when I say that it might have been our, let me think. I was like, when did I say it might be UCLA's day? Like, when would I say, okay, it was our day? When London Jones shot that brick, and y'all know what I'm talking about, like that brick that she shot. And when that went in, I was like, wait a minute, this might possibly be um this might possibly be our day. Because sometimes when you put up a shot that is a clanger and it goes in, it's like that just kind of like the mask itself, like it was like she was wearing a Catwoman Batman mask. Like the mask made London Jones shoot better. Like like who knew? But y'all give me a little second here because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to Google something really quickly. Because I was trying to previously look at the box score, but I don't really need the box score right now. I really need to look at the box score right now. Um, yeah, they're not showing me. They're not showing me, and that's a good question. Like, I really want to know. Um, well, I'll talk about that some other time. But okay, so yeah, Bruins win, man. We win today, 77-62. I feel like this is a huge win for this program. I think as we move forward, this is such a boost for us. We're gonna be one of the top teams all year. We finally went out there and proved it. The recruiting, or should I say the portaling by Coach Corey Claw. Corey, I can't talk. The recruiting by Coach Corey Close, in terms of getting the transfer pieces from Janiah Barker and Tamia Gardner. They those getting them to come to us from the portal was absolutely great. Also, salute to my Hawkeyes. We moved to 6-0, but we'll talk about the Hawkeyes in a separate video. What What a feeling, though. What a great feeling. What a great feeling to see my Bruins. And here's a fast fact. Here's a fast fun fact. I don't know who in the world besides myself is a Hawkeyes and the Bruins fan. And, I've been down with these teams for well over 20 years. Great portion, of my life and some. So it's like, but how many Bruins and Hawkeyes fans are simultaneous? Like, I don't think it's many. I mean, if it is, I haven't met them yet, not in person or on the social media. Like legit Bruins fans and a legit Hawkeyes fan for those people that got two teams. And here's the fun fact: I couldn't tell you how many times South Carolina has went on so many historic win streaks since Don Staley, really got been there and got the program rolling. And for me, I mean, my Hawkeyes and my Bruins literally are the past two teams to beat them in like forever. Like literally, like that's something for me to be bragging about right there, like real talk. But I ain't gonna brag though. I'm humble in it, But I do have to point that out though, the fact that Iowa, which between Iowa and UCLA, I slightly do favor Iowa, which is why there's more Iowa content on the channel. And also it's extremely hard for me to discuss both teams with equal footing. And the reason why is because it's like then I have to double down. Let me say what's up to my people that come through. William, what's going on? Black, what's going on? Yeah, South Carolina lost and they lost pretty damn bad. Took the L and they didn't look like themselves pretty much at any point. If it was not for Tessa Johnson, if it when y'all know I'm what if y'all maybe y'all don't know. I'm high on Tessa Johnson. She's outstanding. If it was not for Tessa Johnson, they probably would have lost this game by they probably would have lost to, they would have lost by 25 or more. Like seriously, like Tessa was literally they could nobody make no shots. Like they just Chloe's one of my favorites too, and I don't know, she just didn't have it. Like they just didn't. They was turnover crazy. So I don't know. That was uncharacteristic. What's going on, Chan? Good to see. That's an impressive squad. UCLA. Front court site to behold. Yeah. Without I almost said Cardi B. Without what's her name? Uh, can't can't think of it. What's her name? Um, Camila Cardoso. Without Camila Cardoso, this team just is not that at all. But they still a great team. Um, they're still a great team. It's just that they don't have that height that they had before. And so, this Bruins team, they took advantage of that. If Lauren Betts had gone to Iowa, they would have won last year over South Carolina, I believe. I don't know about that, William. Um, I say I don't know because Lauren Betts she's a lot. She's better this year than last year. She wasn't as healthy. I don't know if you watched her all the time. She went through something undisclosed to us. Her confidence probably wasn't where it should be. Um, that's crazy. We never had no police coming through here, really. So that was weird to see the popo coming through here. But Lauren, that's an impressive squad. UCLA, the front court. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I read that. But yeah. Here's the thing though. I just feel like this win boosts us. Um, it gives us confidence. It allows UCLA to realize that they could go tackle something bigger. That might sound a little bit crazy because you want to celebrate in a moment, but this is nothing if you don't go out and try to win a championship. And I think this is the championship team. This is definitely a Final Four team. It's a possibility. We've been doing some great recruiting for UCLA. There's players that can hoop that y'all haven't even seen yet. Kiki Rice got her feet wet again today. I think she only finished with like 11 points, but some of her buckets was impactful. She's a great ball handler. She keeps defenses honest. We know that she's just touching the tip of the iceberg, and I realized Caitlin Clark couldn't win a championship before she left college, but hopefully Kiki can get that for us. For those of us that are Bruins fans. But I thought it was just really impressive that they rocked it out, led this game pretty much. But it led from start to finish. Notre Dame beating um, Notre Dame beating South Carolina. Yeah, that was a nice game too. But this game for me, um, some people are saying this was our Super Bowl. Hey, you're entitled to feel how you feel. I know some South Carolina Gamecocks fans are probably, stewing over this, feeling some kind of way. You're allowed to. But I think, if my team had won 43 straight games, I wouldn't be worried about losing the game. I would be like, okay, it's time to regroup. And I think they will. Uh, Shan says, I saw bets on Haley Jones podcast. I gotta watch that. I love that Haley Jones podcast. Haley Jones podcast is super super nice. It's super super good to watch. But I haven't seen the Lauren Betts episode, but I will be checking that out. She seems like just a special person. And Shannon, if you don't know, check out her sister. Guess what her sister going to school at next year? Her sister is coming to um uh hello UCLA. It's like I had to think on it. So her sister is coming, and they're gonna get to play together for one season. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it, William? It would be nice. As long as I wish that like all the top talent, I could split them between Iowa and UCLA. I wish I could, but unfortunately, it don't work that way. But I'd be so happy when a player that I really want us to get comes to Iowa, like Addison Deal. I mean, we lost out on some players I really wanted to come to Iowa, like Jordan Spicer. She chose K State. What's wrong with those best kids? They awesome. They awesome. They really awesome. Sienna Betts is really awesome. Her baby sister. Uh, she can handle the rock. She could pass the rock. She could rebound. You know, she's just a special type of talent. And I really, yeah, I'm looking for. You should probably look her up. Did I cover Sienna Betts on this channel? And shame on me if I didn't. Shame on me if I didn't, because I think that I feel like I might have talked about her, but if I didn't, that is something that I must do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like do it like after the live or whatever, but it's been a great day. I mean, because UCLA won, even my Cowboys won, and y'all don't run away because I like the Cowboys. We don't even talk football on this channel, but it's not every day that I see the Cowboys winning. So that was good. All the good players should go to Iowa, and yeah, definitely check out Sienna Betts. You know, Sometimes it seems like when I put like footage into the video, sometimes it goes over. Um, like sometimes it goes over, and then sometimes it might be like a copyright warning, not a strike. So it's like I don't know, but that's why I try to like kind of discuss the player and talk about their game, kind of like give like a visual, talk about the intangibles, what they do on the court more so than showing footage because it's kind of risque to do. But yeah, Sienna's a true player. If I look at her game, I'm telling you she's a jack of all trades, and we will be discussing her. And UCLA got some of the top recruits. They won this game where they didn't get. They only had what 11 points. Pull up this box score if I can. They only had like 11 points or 13 points from Lauren. So what you say, Shane? You say if you you love to see it. I'm hoping Silas Swords sister. Say how you say her name? Savvy, Savvy. She got a sister. Swords is great. I need to rewatch that South Carolina game because Swords was cooking. I thought she was. It's crazy because she already got a WNBA like body. She already looked like Sabrina Ionescu, and she just a freshman. You know, um, and William is insistent upon everybody taking their talents, like LeBron James say, taking their talents to to Iowa. You know what though? Um, Even though this is really a UCLA stream, I will say this, William, because I was like, I'm trying to figure out how I was going to do a video on this. We cannot just have Addison Deal like next season, like literally. To my Hawkeyes fans to watch, we literally cannot just have Addison Deal. Um, we literally have other talent coming in. which is no, you ain't gotta be sorry. I mean, that's cool. We it's great that we got Layla Hayes incoming. It's outstanding. We got Journey Houston incoming. She's a great talent, and it's amazing that we have Taylor Strimlow on this team. Um, because just from a hustle aspect, defensive aspect, she's a player that plays hard, and she just continues to make sure, she plays hard at all times. And so, I look at her as a player that I'm just truly excited to watch. Tegan Mulaney as well. But my thing is you don't you need superstars. You don't need like 10, 12. You don't need like a whole roster like South Carolina. But you gotta have at least 3 to 4 players you could put the ball in their hand and they can deliver. You need multiple scoring options. You need phenomenal talent, elite talent. You need a great bench. And so that's just something that I think with Addison Deal, her talent is so great, and she's going to stand out above others. And I just feel like we got to make sure, whether it's through the portal, because we won't have Lucy Olsen next season. And I just think it's just important that we make sure we put the right pieces around Addison, because you can't waste her talent by just expecting her to ball out there, not all alone on her lonesome, but you need to put players out there on her same tier of talent tier. And I think that's important. And obviously Ava could grow into becoming a star. Tegan can too. But it's just a matter of making sure you got the best talent. And so that's just something that whether we go to the portal or not, the portal or not, we got to make sure that we getting teams in here that can win a championship, because it's very competitive. As you guys can see, it's very competitive. Anybody could win, a national title. Anybody can. Uh, Even though Lauren Beth should have gone to Iowa. Pardon me, RC is spelled savvy. You pronounced it right the second time. She's a couple inches taller. Yeah, these sisters are coming out here balling, as we could see. They look like they're gonna be, a big problem. And it's just fun. Right now, women's hoops is always been fun to me. I go back to the first memories I have of it is when I might be telling my age here, but the first memories of me ever setting eyes on women's college basketball was me and Marion Jones. It was the Olympian. She was with North Carolina, and Charlotte Smith had made that game winning shot, and that was like the first time, I was like, hey, this is exciting. And I started to pay more and more attention, and then Shamiko Holesclaw um, played for Tennessee, and then I was just like I was blown away with Shamik. And then when it comes to Iowa, just over the years, just watching these teams just come and go. Watching all of the players, and some of my favorites aren't players. That there's somebody will always be able to pinpoint. In terms of like, oh, that's a great player. But there's just been so many. You look at Megan Gustafson. You look at Caitlin Clark. For me, if you just look at what's the assistant coach's name, Raina Harmon. She's just a great person, great coach, and just exceptional. Um, she should, to me, she's a coach that should probably have a head coaching job. And then the name is escaping me right now, but one of them, I'm trying to think, like, what is her name? I think, yeah, Mackenzie Meyer. That's another one of my favorites. Obviously, you guys know I like Kate Martin and Caitlin Clark. Yeah, Caitlin Clark was great. Not good. She was great, absolutely great. So yeah, it's tons and tons of Iowa players. That throughout the years, have been really nice. In my opinion, Tanaya Davis. Um, I think I said Kashane Alexander. So it's a lot of players. Throughout our history that can hoop. Kathleen Doyle. That you just got to give some respect to and some reverence. So yeah, but going back to UCLA, so we can close this video out. Let's give a couple of final thoughts. Um, special night shooting, special night rebounding, special night defensively. We didn't give them nothing easy. We made them work for everything. It was just a tough night outside of Tahina Pow Pow and Tessa Johnson. they just couldn't get it going. They just South Carolina just they miss Cardoso, but they'll figure it out. I mean, this team they're not finna go on no losing streak like that. They're not finna do that. Yeah, Cassine is great as a commentator. This is one of the best things about the show. Salute to Cassine, and Corey. The show is great. What they do is it's CH. She's such an underrated hooper as well, and just her commentary is amazing. Um, for Hawkeyes of the Storm, just a great channel. Very astute, brilliant, smart, like you say, William. Um, can't wait to see Aaliyah Guyton. William's determined to turn this into. You're like, we gonna turn this thing into an Irish string no matter what. But yeah, I do. I don't know if I'm gonna go live about the Hawkeyes, like the game. I know we beat Washington State. Washington State's pretty pathetic. They scored 4 points in the second and third quarter. Like I was watching UCLA, but also watching the. I was watching. No, you good. You good. You good. I mean, we just take the conversation wherever we go. We live. We don't have to stick strictly to UCLA. It's cool. We talk about the Hawkeyes. It is my other team. It's not like we talking about the Purdue Boilermakers or the Florida Gators or something. Um, I think Lauren Betts is amazing. Me personally, I wish Caitlin would get a chance to play with Cam Brink. That's always been one biggest dreams. I even made a video on it. I wish that she could play with Cam Brink, but it ain't going to happen unless you know they not trading Cam Brink unless she don't recover right from her injury. And we never hope that somebody don't recover properly, and we pray that she gets better and that her injury is healing. As she's a young, phenomenal, elite talent. But unless she's not right, um, there's no chance that she's going to be in Indiana, and there's probably a lesser chance that Caitlin's going to be in LA. So, but yeah, I mean, going back to the Bruins, it's just a happy game. Let me see if I can look at this box score before I go because I've been talking and talking and talking, but I don't know what the box score looked like. I do know I was impressed with I don't know how to say her name because I never said her name. Like I see her, but I don't know how to say her name. Um, Not the football team, the basketball team. Damn it. Um, every time it's a game that gets played, they always give me the box score for the football game, which is crazy. This ain't it. It ain't supposed to be this complicated. Let's see. Maybe I just gotta talk. Maybe I just gotta type. Maybe I just going. Yeah, I think I gotta type South Carolina out. For those of us that like football, I see the Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Rams are gonna play soon. Coming up here. Damn, why is this so hard to pull up? I don't care if it's just a base. Here we go. I don't care if it's just a basic box score. Just give me a box score. Okay, so we got. See, like I told you guys, Tahina Pow scored 18, right? Tessa Johnson scored 16. Okay, so outside of them two, didn't nobody do nothing. Like Sanaa Fagan, 4 points. Chloe Kitts, 2 points. No, that ain't the Chloe Kitts that I love. Bree Hall, 3 points. That ain't going to get you drafted. Raven Johnson, 3 points. Ashlyn Watkins, 8 points. Okay, that's decent, I suppose. Um, yeah, Maddie McDaniel. She played with a lot of energy. She totaled 4 points and 4 assists. So nice game for her, right? Um, Joyce Edwards, got to do better. Missed a lot of chip shots, a lot of easy shots. She scored 6 points, but give her time. Give her time. She's still gonna be fabulous. She's still gonna be great. Tahina made a great showing for herself, and Tessa Johnson made a great showing for herself. But ultimately, you need more. And Don Staley, First time in a long time. Gonna have to do some serious talking. Um, and then we look at my Bruins. Look at my other team. My other team, Samia Gardner, only had 3 points. They hit a big three. Not like her, but we played together. We played together today. We didn't have a player score 20. We didn't even have a player score 16. London Jones did have 15. Incredible shooting. But we got 11 from Kiki, 13 from Bess, 13 from Arna Salo, Gabrielle Hawquez. I like her game a lot. 11. And Janaya gave us 8. So yeah, we had a good game across the board in terms of everybody contributing. Dugalich gave us 5 and 5. Um, yeah, so I just think that they just didn't know who to key on, and we just knocked down a lot of 3-point shots, and we just had ourselves a wonderful night, a wonderful game. Um, Probably expect me to do a video on the Iowa game. I might need to rewatch it actually because I was so caught up in this game watching my Bruins. Um, Again though, Bruins and the Hawkeyes are the last 2 teams that I just so happen to cheer for so feverishly. Shout out to the Fever. And I'm just excited, just to say like, okay, we beat South Carolina, and South Carolina, we hung y'all last 2 L's. And not too many people can say that but me. So yeah, that's gonna do it here, guys. That's probably gonna wrap it up. I appreciate y'all coming out. I really do. We got more content coming. We're on the road to 1,000. Wonderful, wonderful win. What else can I say? Expect more content to be coming. Also know that we are going to be doing like a YouTube shorts. It's probably gonna be a shorts on players that don't get a lot of love. That probably should. So that's gonna be fun to do. We talk about these Hawkeyes. If it's one thing for me with the Hawkeyes, they've been winning games. We ain't been in no close games yet. But we'll talk about that. We ain't played one close game, and sometimes I scratch my head about that. And so that's something we're gonna talk about. But yeah, congratulations to the Bruins. You know, Hyped up. Did my little celebratory dance to 50 Cent. That was awesome. Did you see I put a link to Toby Fournier in one of your streams? You did. What what you put in there? She can dunk. I, I'm I'm uh I'm kind of up on her. I wish she get more playing time to do. And do you guys think that South Carolina's still gonna be number one? I wonder. I wonder. I think so. I don't know. So UCLA, we gotta continue to show we dominant. It's a short. I have to check it out. We gotta continue to show that we can win. So yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I can get my dinner started or whatever. I was so excited I ain't really even ate nothing. So, sometimes when I watch my teams play, I don't eat nothing during the games. Like, I don't know if y'all eat during the games or not, but me personally, like, I can. But if I'm watching like Iowa play or UCLA, I'm probably not gonna eat. Probably not gonna eat because I'm gonna be studying the game. Yeah, South Carolina be fine. They'll be fine. They get a lot of hate. They used to it. They do get a lot of hate from people, but I think at the end of the day, everybody loves a good upset, right? Everybody loves a good upset, except unless you're a South Carolina fan. So yeah, they probably come in ranked number one still, and I wouldn't be shocked. Notre Dame played great as well this weekend, but look, I thank y'all for coming out though. We'll try to do more of these. We'll try. I can't say definitively that we will, and I think that's it for now. I'll stay tuned for a video coming soon. I'll let you guys later. All right. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for let me shout out y'all for coming out. I always do that. So let me continue to kind of make sure I do that. So shout out for Shan for coming through. Shout out to William coming through. Shout out to Tim coming through. Somebody else came through. Shout out to Black Medicine coming through. So yeah, we had like a couple people come through here. Shout out to the people that came through and didn't even comment. South Carolina fans have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. To my Bruins fans, hey, We don't talk about us enough on the channel, but we'll see if we could try to change that, try to talk more Bruins. But proud of the squad. Proud of the squad. With that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace. Y'all have a good night, though.